What's up, guys? The other day I went to a local fish store, which I didn't know we had. I live around Clemson. This place is in Greenville, so it's about 45 minutes away, something like that. And apparently they now do freshwater stuff, which is really cool. Because I haven't had a local store. I've been away from Tideline for like 4 years now. And so the only kind of stuff I have is like 2 hours away in Knoxville, or 4 hours away in Charleston, or 2 hours away in Columbia. But yeah, so I went to this store and they had a bunch of stuff and I ended up getting some wood. Today's the day we are fully scaping the 75-gallon African tank, the Biotope. So what I've done so far is just got a bucket for fish and a bucket for plants. I'm gonna pull all the plants off of the wood so I can reattach them at better time so I can see the wood better, essentially. And that way I'll be able to place everything the way I want and then I'll add plants later. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling plants out and then drain the rest of the water. All right, so the water's drained. Plants are all in this bucket. The fish are about to be caught. They're so much bigger than I remember. You can just see how big these guys are. But the other one's back there. There's a Siamese algae eater in here somewhere and all that, but just look at the size of these guys. Let's see if I can just catch one real quick. Just beautiful fish though. So cool. But yeah, I'm just getting these guys situated and I'm gonna drain the rest of this water, rearrange, or not rearrange, but move the tank stand so the tank sits a little bit closer in and is, there we go, another big guy, really big. Jeez, look at the size of that. I've heard they get like 6 to 8 inches, so I'm hoping they're gonna grow a little bit more, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, once I catch the Siamese algae eater out of here, the last one, it'll be a species-only tank, and then maybe we'll add some bashirs or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. All right, as you can see, tank is all nice and clean now. Scrubbed all the algae off, or at least most of it off, and cleaned the glass, and got most of the stuff, like the detritus and stuff, off of the sand. This is what we have to work with. There's a few new pieces in here. I never really, I honestly can't remember what I posted about this tank, but the main thing was it wasn't like fully set up. I set the tank up because they needed somewhere to be, and I just threw a bunch of random plants in, and it ended up looking really natural, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I didn't think I had enough wood in the tank. So I've been accumulating a few more pieces, so now we have all of this wood to work with and all of this stone to work with. So it should be able to make a pretty amazing aquascape. But anyway, I'm gonna make myself a drink and start brainstorming and figure out a plan and start aquascaping. So what I think I want to do is sort of like a tree trunk structure or something like that. I want to cover as much ground as possible so that this is a biotope. It needs to feel natural and it needs to provide the fish with cover. That's the main thing. If African cichlid, or if African leopard ctenopomas, if leopard ctenopomas don't have a lot of cover, they don't feel safe, and they'll be trying to find like the smallest amount of cover they can find, and they'll stay there 24/7. So if they have a lot of cover where they know that they can find cover easily, they're much more likely to be out and about because they know they have cover to dart to. So that's the main thing. It has to fulfill that. You have to have cover for these guys. So I need to do it in a way that is like aesthetically pleasing, but also fulfills that, because that's the main point. It's an African cichlid tank, or God, I keep saying that. I've been looking up African biotopes on my phone trying to find inspiration, but leopard ctenopoda tank. But yeah, I'm just gonna put it on time lapse, play some of the national because that's what I'm listening to here, and we're gonna go for it. It's a terrible love and I'm walking with spiders. It's a terrible love and I'm walking in square company. It's square company. right, so there was a lot of glare, I feel like, in that time lapse, but I went ahead, moved just a couple things around, and added some bulbous. I mainly wanted to flip. I swear to God, move. Nope, go on. Go over there. I wanted to look natural, so I can't just stack bulbous over this whole thing. So there's a tiny piece right there that'll grow out, and then there's a piece. This came right back. There's a piece right in here, down in here. So it's gonna kind of grow down this little section, and then there's a little bit more up and back there. So you take a step back, it'll look very, natural the way it's placed. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it and prime the water and everything, get everything ready, and add fish.
And I can't fall asleep without a little help. It takes a while to settle down my shiver ball until the path makes sense. It takes an ocean out to run.
All right, we've got water in the tank, and we got this really cool thermocline because I started with just cold water and then I changed the heat. So for like 30-45 seconds, there's only cold water coming in it. It was stirring up the sand, and then I added warm water, and you can see the separation of the layers really clearly. It's pretty cool. But I'm gonna turn the filters on. I've already added the prime, and then I'm gonna acclimate the fish. But yeah, it's going well. All right, it's the next day. Everything is cleared up. The fish are doing great. They just ate. And this is what the tank looks like. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it still needs some tweaking and a few other things, but I'm liking it. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to change the plants around a little bit and grow some plants a little bit more, but I think the main thing is that I want to try to get the tree structure to be more realistic. Like right now, it's just a bunch of stuff slanted, and I want to have it like kind of flow. Like down here, you have clearly, like you can see where the branches are coming out, and over here they're coming out, but right at the very edges, they're not dipping down like I want them to. So I may change a few things around in the future, but as of now, this is kind of, I guess, what we're going with. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna add some kind of other species to this tank. Right now it's just leopard ctenopomas, but I'm thinking maybe red eye tetras. I don't want to go with anything not South American. I mean, not Central African. So I was thinking maybe some kind of cichlid, or maybe some kind of barb if there's a Congo barb or something, or somebody suggested Bashirs and a few other like oddballs, but I'm kind of open to suggestions. Maybe Synodontis, but yeah. Other than that, maybe some mosses and Anubias, but I think this is going to be mainly how it's going to be set up. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.